You talk about the NBA and Major League Baseball, sort of one of these legacy companies. And then you look at the NWSL and MLS, relatively new, gaining momentum.
Grant Hill. Grant Henry Hill, born on October 5, 1972, is an American former professional basketball player and current basketball executive. Hailing from Dallas, Texas, he is the son of Janet Hill and former NFL athlete Calvin Hill. Hill spent his formative years in Texas before relocating with his family to Reston, Virginia, situated in the Washington, D.C. vicinity, during his high school years. He pursued his education at South Lakes High School, where he distinguished himself on the basketball court and earned the title of Virginia Mr. Basketball in 1990. He currently serves as a co-owner of the Atlanta Hawks in the National Basketball Association, NBA, and holds ownership stakes in Orlando City SC of Major League Soccer, MLS, and Orlando Pride of the National Women's Soccer League, NWSL. Additionally, Hill is part of an ownership consortium that acquired the Baltimore Orioles in 2024. In addition to his ownership roles, Hill works as a basketball analyst for CBS and Turner Sports. Hill made his mark as a standout player during his 4-year tenure at Duke University, where he earned recognition as one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. Throughout his NBA career, he played for the Detroit Pistons, Orlando Magic, Phoenix Suns, and Los Angeles Clippers, primarily in the small forward position. Hill boasts an impressive resume, including 7 NBA All-Star selections, 5 All-NBA honors, and 3 NBA Sportsmanship Awards. His contributions to the sport were further acknowledged with his induction into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in 2018, as the recipient of the 1994 ACC Player of the Year Award, a 2-time NCAA All-American, and a 2-time NCAA champion. Hill is widely regarded as one of the finest athletes to have represented the Duke Blue Devils. Upon completing his collegiate career in 1994, Hill was drafted by the Pistons as the 3rd overall pick in the NBA draft. He shared the 1995 NBA Rookie of the Year award with Jason Kidd. Early in his NBA journey, Hill earned widespread recognition as one of the premier all-around players in the league, often leading his team in points, rebounds, and assists. Throughout his initial 6 seasons in the NBA, he maintained impressive averages of 21.6 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game, and earned selection to the Eastern Conference All-Star team on 5 occasions. However, a significant ankle injury in 2000 altered the course of his career. This injury plagued him for numerous years, culminating in a surgical procedure in March 2003 that was followed by severe complications endangering his life, ultimately leading to his absence for the entire 2003-04 season. Despite these challenges, Hill managed to secure a place on the Eastern Conference All-Star team in 2005 while playing for the Magic. He also reached the Western Conference Finals in 2010 with the Phoenix Suns. In the 12 seasons following his ankle injury, Hill posted averages of 13.1 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game. Hill officially announced his retirement from the NBA on June 1, 2013. In 2015, Hill teamed up with Tony Ressler to become part of an ownership group that acquired the Atlanta Hawks. Then, in 2023, Hill and his wife, Tamia, ventured into ownership of the MLS club Orlando City and NWSL club Orlando Pride. About Grant Hill's personal life, Anita Baker introduced Hill to Tamia, a Canadian singer also known as Tamia Marilyn Washington, while in Detroit, Michigan. They tied the knot on July 24, 1999, and are blessed with 2 daughters. Hill possesses a substantial collection of African-American artwork, some of which was showcased in a traveling exhibition from 2003 to 2006. Hill has actively engaged in various philanthropic endeavors. He has generously contributed funds to a daycare center in New Haven, Connecticut, established by his father after completing his studies at Yale University, aiming to support local families. Additionally, he served as vice chairman for the board of directors of the Special Olympic World Summer Games held in North Carolina in 1999. In 2003, following a life-threatening incident involving a methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, MRSA, infection, Hill became a vocal advocate for MRSA awareness and prevention. He even participated in public service announcements for the nonprofit organization Stop MRSA Now. Hill has additionally acted as a representative for companies such as McDonald's, Tag Heuer, Adidas, and Nike, and is featured alongside his spouse Tamia in commercials for AT&T. Hill was involved in a consortium overseen by Tony Ressler that acquired the Atlanta Hawks for approximately $850 million in 2015. About Grant Hill's professional career. After finishing college, Hill was selected third overall and drafted by the Detroit Pistons in the NBA draft. He performed well during his first professional season, averaging 19.9 points, 6.4 rebounds, 5.0 assists, and 1.77 steals per game. As a result, he became the first Piston to win the NBA Rookie of the Year award since Dave Bing won it in the 1966-67 season, although he had to share the award with Jason Kidd from the Dallas Mavericks. Hill was so popular that he actually was the first rookie to lead an NBA All-Star fan balloting when he received 1,289,585 votes for the 1994-1995 All-Star Game. He beat out Shaquille O'Neal. In total, Hill stayed with the Pistons for 6 seasons, leaving the team in 2000. During his time with the Pistons, he was also a member of the U.S. men's basketball team that won gold at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. Hill left the Pistons under a sign-entry deal so he could get a slightly more lucrative contract with the Orlando Magic than he could get if he was a free agent, and the Pistons could still receive some compensation for losing him. Thus, the Pistons signed Hill to a $92.8 million, 7-year contract, and then traded him to Orlando in exchange for the players Chucky Atkins and Ben Wallace. However, during his first season with Orlando, Hill suffered from an ankle injury that forced him to sit out of all but 4 games that season. Most of his time with Orlando, until he left the team in 2007, were plagued by various injuries. He then signed with the Phoenix Suns in 2007 and was able to play in more games despite minor injuries. Once his contract with the Suns expired in 2012, he signed with the Los Angeles Clippers, but stayed with them for only 1 season before announcing his official retirement on June 1, 2013. About Grant Hill's executive career. On June 24, 2015, the NBA Board of Governors greenlit a transaction selling the Atlanta Hawks franchise for $850 million to an entity spearheaded by Tony Ressler. Hill was part of this collective, thereby assuming a co-ownership role within the team. In January 2024, John P. Angelos finalized a deal worth $1.725 billion to transfer ownership of the Baltimore Orioles to a consortium led by David Rubenstein. This group featured Hill, former Baltimore Mayor Kurt Schmoke, Cal Ripken, New York investment manager Michael Arufati, and businessman Michael Bloomberg. About Grant Hill's broadcasting career. Beginning in 2013, Hill has hosted NBA Inside Stuff on NBA TV. He is also a sports broadcaster for CBS. In 2015, Hill was named to the lead announcing team for CBS and Turner Sports joint coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament, alongside March Madness stalwarts Jim Nantz and Bill Raftery. About Grant Hill's net worth and house. Grant Hill boasts an estimated net worth of $250 million. His wealth accrued progressively through his NBA career, lucrative endorsements with major brands such as Fila, and successful business ventures. He lives in a spacious Windermere estate, boasting 7 bedrooms and 9.5 bathrooms, spanning over 16,000 square feet. Situated in a picturesque location, the single-family residence was constructed in 1989. The entrance leaves a lasting impression with its grandeur and beauty. In wrapping up, we express gratitude for your support and encourage you to interact with our content by giving it a thumbs up and sharing your thoughts in the comment section.